The question is, should this really be a surprise? Should this really be a surprise? Good evening, my good people. My name is Charlie X Cricket, the host of the Charlie X Cricket YouTube channel. Um, I'm just your everyday West Indies fan living in America. There's a bunch of us. All West Indies fans don't live in the West Indies, but we all have connections some way, somehow. I'm somebody who grew up playing cricket my entire life. It's my passion, it's my love. And West Indies, I'm always going to ride or die for my West Indies. But today we're going to be talking about Shane Dowrich. Now, Shane Dowrich has always been an interesting character, because he's not somebody who you would call a vivacious personality, like a Chris Gale, you know, take it back even like a Garfield Sobers, a Viv Richards, right? And I'm not comparing Dowrich to these guys in terms of his greatness as a player, but in terms of his personality, he's not like a Jason Holder or a Fabian Allen or somebody who's really known for that. He's kind of known for being somebody who's in the background. You never really hear much from Shane Dowrich. And a couple of years ago, he unexpectedly decided to take a step away from the West Indies cricket team. I think his last tour, um, or his last test series was against New Zealand, the 2020-2021 New Zealand test series. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And it was around COVID time, yes, but Shane Dowrich didn't cite COVID as his reason for leaving. He cited personal reasons, right? Ultimately, he ended up losing his spot to Joshua Da Silva, who is still our West Indies keeper to this day. And personally, I think his seat is really, really hot right now, but that's another conversation for another day. But Shane Dowrich has always been an interesting one because eventually you thought, he stepped away when he was 28, 29, I think, and you thought that eventually he would come back into the fold and reclaim his status as West Indies number one test keeper. So when he was selected to be a part of this last ODI squad, I, like a lot of other West Indian fans, thought, okay, cool. This must be West Indies trying to reinsert Shane Dowrich back into the setup, back into the fold, with the hopes of him sort of getting into the test squad again. But now we just got some news that Shane Dowrich is stepping away. He's retired from international cricket. And so I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna pull up this article from BBC Sport. And it says West Indies wicket-keeper Shane Dowrich has retired from international cricket just 10 days after a surprise call-up to their ODI squad. Now, this article says it is a surprise call-up. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't that surprised that he was getting called up because Josh Da Silva he hasn't been doing his job. So even though Shane was called up to the ODI squad, I wasn't surprised that Shane Dowrich was called up to be back in West Indies colors. I wasn't surprised by that. But the article continues. He had only one ODI cap and last represented West Indies in a test against New Zealand in 2020. Okay, so That's what I thought. We want to thank Shane for his contribution, said CWI director Miles Bascom. He's a disciplined, hard-working cricketer who always gave his utmost in front and behind the stumps. And yes, that is a true statement because to this day he's a better wicketkeeper than the one we have behind the stumps right now. Little side note: if it was my choice, I would actually have Pooran as my test wicketkeeper, but that's another conversation for another day. The article continues. We respect his decision to retire and appreciate it is not an easy one to make. We wish him all the best as he steps away from the international stage. In my opinion, I think Shane Dowrich stepping away from international cricket, based on his actions, was a pretty easy decision for him to make. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Y'all put down in the comments section why you think I just said that. Dowrich made his sole ODI appearance in 2019, though he did play 35 tests for West Indies from 2015 to 2020. He hit 1,570 runs in tests at an average of 29.07 with 3 centuries. Ooh, 29. I mean, believe it or not, right now he could actually slide in to our West Indies squad in tests as a batsman. That's how horrible our batting has been in our test team. Dowrich right now could probably get into that team as a batsman. Lord have mercy. He had been called up following a strong 2023-2024 campaign as captain of combined campuses and colleges in the Super 50 Cup. CWI have confirmed they will not name a replacement for Dowrich for the series against England, which begins in Antigua on Sunday. That really don't make no sense to me. I mean, you can bring in somebody else, man. What do you mean you're not gonna bring in another person? The series is in Antigua. There's somebody from Antigua who I just happened to play cricket with as a youngster by the name of Hayden Walsh Jr., who lives in Antigua, who clearly deserved to be in the team. And you mean to tell me you can't just call him up and say, yo, Hayden, come cross the road, join the team? Come on, man. Yo, let me tell y'all something, right? A lot of people are surprised that Shane Dowrich decided to step away from international cricket, right? I'm not surprised one bit. I'm not surprised one bit that he decided to step away from international cricket. I'm not going to tell you why right now. What I want to do for anybody who actually watches this video, I want you guys to put in the comment section why you think this either should be shocking news or shouldn't be shocking news. I don't think it's shocking news at all. This was something that you could easily see coming from a mile away. And to be honest with you, if I'm Shane Dowrich, I don't blame him one bit. But y'all tell me in the comment section what you guys think. Shane Dowrich officially steps away from international cricket. He said bye bye maroon. I don't give a damn about your colors, y'all got to find somebody else. All right. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that in the comment section. And as always, rally on the West Indies. Boy, 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 there's never a dull day with West Indies, let me tell you.